Mira esta tierra. Yo antes, el gran conquistador osito de peluche, he conquistado esta tierra. Yo la nombraré nuestra tierra. Ay, Dios mío.
God, gold, glory?
More like gratuitous gore galore.
Oos.
That's why we the ones and you the twos.
Hi guys! We are the Guys of the Holder. Thank you for coming around today.
Yeah, it's been a whole other week.
Whole another week.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just as cold as it was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see if we got the new intro of Let's Go.
Let's
Oh,
Go.
Let's Go is already a thing. For those of you that watch,
It's already-
Dinosaur Island.
yeah. Rar and right. My new favorite game, except a contender has entered the ring. This fun game, Spirit Island.
I think you're a recency bias. On most things.
I can't just sit here and say that Dinosaur Island is my favorite game, even though it still technically is.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Right in front of this game, because we're talking about this game. We're talking about Spirit Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
There's
everyone.
no dinosaurs.
Yeah, I just
There
we-
is no dinosaurs.
On this island.
On this island.
on
Yeah.
this island. It's a big world.
You do have dinosaurs on
The
your
invaders
Dinosaur
came from
Island.
somewhere. The invaders came from somewhere. All right, so again, this game is we play as forces of nature, spirits that the Dahan either worship or fear, and we are using our powers to protect them. To
I mean, I want to say
Defend them.
protect them. Larry drowned a guy.
you trying to
It was
Dahan?
a singular man.
You killed a Dahan?
Yeah, because I didn't play as clean as the Samoans this time. Okay, I was not
How dare you?
friends of the village people. I was
What
the
was
ocean.
that?
It was
Hard
me
and
shaking
merciless.
the
hot
hand
hands,
warmer,
yes.
so it's like, so I get like more out of it.
Oh, I thought you told him to do something
That's
else.
how you activate the molecules.
Oh, okay. Right, yes. I mean, you're partially correct.
No, that's how that one actually works.
Right.
Yes.
All right, well, hey, Mike, you seem enamored with this.
I do.
So
I think that this is.
what are some things that you like about it?
I think that this game is really interesting in the sense that there is another element, and that being the
We're all
indigenous
elements.
people of the Dahan, right? So we're the ones who are taking action, but the goal is to protect them and keep them safe.
Well, the goal is to kill all the invaders.
Yeah.
Right.
Get them off your island.
And the whiteys.
Right.
That's what I said, invaders.
Zoom in on
So,
what he looks
I
like.
am trying to think of another game that does it, and the only thing that pops up isn't a board game. It's Pikmin. Is popping up. Which is
They're
what,
your little Pikmin guys.
is what that reminds me of. Pikmin.
We do push them. We
Right,
don't throw
we do
them,
push
but-
them. We don't throw them. They don't have specific powers based on their color, but it is something similar where they are they're not something that we directly control. Through our actions, we can force them to do other things. And working together just creates a fun extra level of caring, I guess, where we're providing care for all of these people and this land and getting these guys off of it.
Yeah, these guys that have come here to ravage and pillage our land.
Mm-hmm. Get off our land.
Get off our land. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Larry, what's something that you enjoy about this game?
So it didn't happen too much with us because we synergize very well. Some of the spirits don't, and it takes actual, factual, like tactical co-op.
Yeah, sometimes you really need to layer your turns.
Yes,
And-
like we were able to go guy by guy, and it didn't matter too much.
Mhm.
Right? Certain guys you do, you're like, okay, you have to do this one specific action, so I could do this thing. You need to push that guy, so I could do that thing.
Right.
Mhm.
It didn't come to that, but it can.
No, and our team has it was a very straightforward synergy
Yeah.
pathway.
Right.
It was push guys in the water.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
And-
is pretty dope.
which is fun. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely pretty metal.
Yeah.
As, Death Clock has shown us.
Correct.
Which is definitely enjoyable. And I agree that this game could be an extreme thinker.
Yeah, it can be
sometimes.
super in depth with your tactics.
Yes, a lot of cognitive drain. When I first couple of times I played it, I was like, "Holy crap! There's a lot to
Yeah,
this."
especially
I'm
when
pretty
you're
tired.
learning all the the spirits. You
Yeah.
have no idea how they work together, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick these 3 random guys, and you're like, oh, okay, I picked a guy that cannot destroy anything.
Right. If you can't play the Bringer of Dreams, and even so, I play him pretty poorly. I just use him for his one feature. He makes a lot of fear, and we almost won on fear.
we
but-
did because tsunami.
Right.
Oh no, I did the accelerated.
Yeah, no,
throw.
no, no,
It was
no, no.
accelerated.
No, no,
though.
no,
It's
no,
in
no.
the name. It's faster.
No.
Even still, that
It's a
was
slow
like
power. It's
that was
slow
my
power.
primary goal going into this. Is like I'm just gonna make a bunch of fear, and I'm going to push a few guys in the process. And like I felt like I'm the backup plan. Push people in the water is the main plan, which these 2 guys figured it out.
I mean, I mainly just existed
Mm-hmm.
for you people to push people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I did a lot of pushing.
Yeah.
that was my whole goal. Was I'm going to push people.
Yeah, it really feels like if someone's not the water, you're handicapping yourself.
Right.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. There are certain other combinations that are extremely devastating,
Mhm.
right? Lightning Bird
The
and
lightning bird's done with anybody.
yeah, Lightning Bird is just OP. Even Thunder Speaker, the tribal lady, it's like
She's
a
good.
totally different game style than what we played.
Yeah,
right?
she's nuts.
So like, it's not like bad by any means. I want to say you're
Yeah, but
handicapped.
having that insta kill, losing that insta kill,
Oh, for the lightning bird.
just not having water.
Yeah, not having
Oh.
the ocean available. I mean, I wouldn't say it's detrimental. You can still
It hurts.
very easily win the game.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's
Yeah,
impossible.
you can, but I mean,
It just
it
creates,
does
it
hurt.
generates a different play style where it's not
Just pushing them to
where
the
you would have to
edges.
work together more.
Mhm.
Right. So nothing wrong with that.
We all did get to kind of just do our own thing.
Yeah. In this particular case, we just got to play our games. We each had our own individual board, and we just kind of did it.
Mhm.
One of the things that I enjoy about this game is the minute details,
The GUI?
the GUI.
Talking about that GUI?
Yeah, we talked about the GUI. Specifically, how the good guys are made out of wood and are
Mhm.
renewable resources and natural.
Mhm.
And then you have the guys that are destroying everything made out of plastic, right? That's a neat
Bad.
little...
Plastic's bad.
Yeah. Blight, plastic, right? That's a neat little thing.
Mhm.
I enjoy fear cards. That is a very unique mechanic and not something that I've experienced before. So having things that are like, our goal is to literally scare the crap out of you,
Mhm.
that's awesome. That's really fun and neat. All of the spirits have what I would deem as very unique play styles
Yes.
and opportunities, varying complexities, and you can kind of get like. This is true for some of the lower complexity ones. You can get the vibe of what the spirit is supposed to be doing just by looking at them, right? Like, a river pushes things.
Mhm.
Lightning storms are devastating. Rocks are big and tough.
Nightmare's scary.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I don't know if the ocean hungers, but,
Look at him going, no.
yeah, right?
There's
Ocean-
sharks in the ocean.
Oceans swallow things all the time.
Yes, they
You
do.
literally every day.
Yeah. So you can kind of get like the gist of like, oh, just by looking at something, you go, oh, I kind of want to do that, right? I get the vibe from this guy. It sounds good. Those are some of the things that I like the most. Card names, major and minor powers, but some of the card names like Rain of Blood,
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty dope.
awesome.
Call to tend. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
as
no, no.
Dude,
inspiring.
what was that one? that
Rouse
you
the
had that
trees
you-
and stones.
The one that you threw away.
The an end to kinship.
I mean, winds of rust and atrophy. Yeah, a lot of these could be fucking metal songs. Yeah, dissolve the bonds of kinship.
Like, that's fucking awesome, right? Honestly, you put that in some scraggly font, and that's a band name.
It is.
Right.
Right. Some of the things that I don't particularly enjoy about this game is I wish there was a way to better track what other people were doing, right? Like, using these to say that I'm going to do something there. Like, what are you doing again? Like,
Mhm.
if turns get really long, or if you're not paying attention the right way because you're like in your hand.
Wait, why'd we put this token
Yeah, what's
here?
going on here? Is that
You're
from last
blue.
turn?
Why'd you do that?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Right.
Yeah. Or like having ways to like know,
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm defending here for this amount, right? It's not necessarily like a bad thing, but it's just something that there could be easier ways to track stuff. That's my major con with it. It's complex but cumbersome, right? You have to be very open to it. Do you think that, especially at first, it's very not apparent, but quarterbacking could be an issue in this game?
It can, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's any co-op game.
yeah.
Do you think it's as big of a problem as in other games?
I think because everyone has so much shit going on, you gotta worry about yourself.
Right, and every time my turn came around, I was like, I know what I'm doing. And, like, it was very clear. Like, if I'm not causing fear, I'm pushing somebody. If I can do both, great. But the goal was always clear.
Okay.
Cause fear, then push.
Okay. I think the game having direct objectives like that and a win style that's not just score points is nice. Or beat one big bad is nice. It's you have to do these things.
In which case, it's clear the board of cities, right?
First thing,
It's clear everything.
Level 1 is kill everything.
Oh, but because we were so far down in the fear list, it was just kill the cities.
Correct. Level 2 is cities and towns, and then level 3 is cities, and then level 4 is you just win the game.
They just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should get out.
Yeah.
So is there something that you...
Barrier to entry in this game is high.
It's a lot to take in.
It is a lot to take in.
We tried to play this at Gen Con, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it's not just because I was sick that we stopped playing. It was because nobody else had the energy to do this.
Right.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we played it after Power Rangers,
Mhm.
which is already a lot.
right,
And then just like nothing sank in when we read these rules.
right. I was going over. I was
Nothing
looking,
made sense.
looking at the rock guy. I was like, I have no clue. Does it make sense to me now? And do I have a grasp of these rules? Yes, it makes sense to me. No, I don't have a grasp of the rules and how to play the game.
I just went on spooky.
I faked it through this, and they might have noticed, but I know enough to kind of like stumble around. If I weren't playing with somebody as experienced as the two of you, I couldn't be playing. So it is
It's a lot.
a lot.
It's a lot.
The engine of the game, the building, the exploring, the ravaging, the fear mechanic, that is a lot to ask of us to do in addition to managing our own individual characters that all play differently from each other.
Right. I mean, that's
Right.
kind of why you have, multiple people.
Right. There's three of us here.
Right.
So, like, we were all working together. I didn't do anything over there. You two did. But it's a lot. I would expect that game management aspect of the system be a little bit more streamlined, and it is very streamlined for everything that's coming out of it.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible. I would expect it to be a little easier or forgiving of its players to allow the game to progress, right? Because we already have so much management of our own systems with each individual character.
Would you think it'd be better as an app?
Yes.
I think it would be better on a console where you can play it on a big TV.
Yep.
As a man who has played the app.
Well,
It's
no, I
very
meant
small
like an
icon.
app in the way that like
Oh, to
XCOM
do this?
uses
Yeah.
as an app.
Just a
Oh.
separate app to
I have it
just
going on a
generate
tablet.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't mean like app, like the actual app of the game that exists that you can play.
So the actual app of the game is fun.
It
It's
is.
just very small with a lot of things going on.
It is. It's very small. Just get a bigger phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. Just go spend $1,200.
Yeah, change my whole life
Right.
and lifestyle because I need bigger pockets. Yeah.
Are you saying you
Is
don't
your
want bigger
phone
box?
just big enough? Or
No,
what?
it's not. But then don't worry about it.
Okay. Your pockets are pretty big.
I mean, you're the one that brought in your pants, so now we have to talk about your pants. So
So what about my pants?
what about your pants?
What about
it?
What about your pants? So, Larry, what's something that you don't enjoy about this?
There ain't much. Like I can't think of anything worth bitching about.
How do you feel about? We talked a little bit about the GUI.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the art, stuff like that? Do you think like card art? Man, boring over here.
No, I'm so sorry. It's because
I
I'm
mean-
cold.
Carter's.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
Well,
how I
I'm
kind
saying,
of felt
like,
about
it's
it.
still not really worth.
Like some of the spirit art is
Yeah,
really good.
this is super
Yes.
cool.
but the card art's pretty just.
I think the cover looks goofy as fuck.
It sure does look like a children's game.
It sure does.
Yeah,
This
it
is
looks
not
like-
a children's
Like
game.
when everyone was raving about this online and how it's the best fucking thing ever, and I'm like, okay, and then I googled it and like that's what I saw. I went, okay, and that's why I put it off for years.
Yeah.
Like straight up, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, this looks like something. Did you play with the children.
So this is an interesting take as well. So this is what the actual island looks like.
Thematic.
Thematic look, and it's a lot easier to tell the difference between lands on here. You play in the app, you cannot tell the difference at all. It is impossible. But I think this is fun and way cooler looking than this. Do you disagree?
I like the colors.
You like this better?
Yes.
Because it's easier to differentiate?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That is why it's there. This is easier to differentiate. This creates a harder time because you can't tell the difference in biomes.
Yeah, like what is that?
That's jungle.
Okay. That was my only question. Everything else is pretty clear.
So like that's wetlands.
Yeah.
Right. So it creates a different experience.
Alright. Yeah, okay.
Kick your ass. But the fear cards, I think, have great art.
My other bitch would like more spirits without the added mechanics. Because I was looking at that.
Oh, yeah. So they
Without
do.
the added
They have
mechanics.
multiple expansions for this. One of them is Jagged Earth.
Yeah,
and
you
it introduced.
have to buy one of the two. There's another one, the bird one, that you can get instead.
Yeah.
But it adds the same tokens.
Yeah.
They add new mechanics. You need the new mechanics to get new spirits. Unless you buy the kid version of the game. There is one.
Yeah, Horizons of Spirit Island.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I would like more variety without needing more mechanics.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what the expansions introduce is they introduce these little tokens that kind of, you actually saw them on, you don't see them on this side. Thought you had them. Huh, I guess not. Okay, there's like little things like beast and snakes and stuff like that that interact with the island and how the visitor or the invaders interact with. So like one of them stops them from building and the other one's like jump them and eat them and stuff like that. And they introduce event cards. So every event would be like something random happening. So it introduces a lot of swing. So like it'd be like, oh, we're doing pretty well. And then all of a sudden you get the event and it's like everyone double builds this turn. Or I don't know what events are in there, but yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah. So it introduces a lot of swing and every single new spirit in there basically uses the mechanics.
Yeah, if you look it up, it's like if you buy any expansion besides the two that add these new mechanics, you need to buy the expansions that add the new mechanics. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is there a particular type of like spirit that you would think be enjoyable to explore?
Have you played all of them as of this point?
Not necessarily have played, but I've at least seen played, yeah. Yep.
You played all of them. Let me see.
Or have played with like,
All of them.
on the
Rock
team.
Guy. Thunder Speaker. This is the one that we don't know how it works.
No, I know how she works.
Yeah.
I was her.
Yeah, you played her last time that we were all
Queen
hanging
of the
out.
Simones.
Lightning
I will say
Strike.
in the expansion, or some of the expansions, they have different aspects of the originals. So they had introduced different playstyles for them.
Shadows.
Like
Flame.
the-
Flame.
Like the bird guy can give anyone fast powers, just from like playing air. So instead of just giving himself fast powers, it could be anyone. But I think that replaces his house blowing up thing.
Oof.
Yeah. So, but it introduces different playstyles and mechanics, so it can get you there and have something enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, I talked about what I didn't like about this game.
Yeah, I think we all did. But
I have a
overall,
question for you. This might be controversial. Is this your new favorite co-op game? Just King of the Mountain for co-ops?
I don't think so.
What
is
is?
still Power Rangers?
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Power Rangers is dope, dude.
Yeah, Power Rangers is like top 5.
Power Rangers Hero of the Grid. Go watch our video right now.
Nice plug.
Got it. But I knew you were going to say it, so I was ready.
Only if you have Green Ranger, because Green Ranger is best Ranger. So.
No matter what anyone says.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
There's some fans who have some different.
Fuck anyone who says otherwise.
Fuck anyone who says anyways.
And again, Green Ranger popped in the Megazord and 1v5 the rest.
This isn't about the Power Rangers, alright? Let's get back.
It's always about the Power Rangers.
Okay, so I will go ahead and say that the barrier to entry and this issue that I have about the game engine mechanic.
I mean, you didn't even have to do that.
Yeah, you just said that.
I did. That's why I'm going to say it's not enough to have ruined my time playing.
Yeah, because I didn't do it.
Because I didn't do
If I had to do it, fucking done. Game breaker.
Same thing as Dinosaur World. He's like, oh, I have to set this up? Fuck that.
Effort on my...
I'll just make my friends do that instead.
Yeah.
I'll show up and take all the credit.
That's a sad bit. That's because you're not wrong. So it is. This game is fun. I have played as 3 total characters.
Yeah, you were a rock at one point.
I was a rock at one point. I played the lightning bird, and I played the sphere person. All of them were fun. All of them were interesting. Everything is a uniquely different experience. This game has a ton of value inside of it. Take the time and learn how to play it. That's the crappy part. It will not be fun, but you will figure it out. I have faith in you.
Okay. So you didn't really... Is it better than Power Rangers? You didn't really answer.
No, it's not better than
Okay, alright. I think it's 2 different styles of games.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
There's
totally
no
different
Green
vibe.
Ranger, so like,
Right.
Well, there's the color green.
it's not a ranger.
There's a character
a spirit
that's
that's
There's no
yeah,
fucking dragon sword.
green rampant.
Okay, well.
I bet you there's a dragon.
I think it's 2 different styles of gameplay. So it
100%,
depends
yeah.
on what you're
100%.
really looking for. Even though the mechanics are the same, you're playing cards and responding to things, right? So like that's the same, but they're 2 different styles. Power Rangers is far more fighter. This is far more managing debt and space,
Yeah.
right? So like Power Rangers, it's like, oh my god, this island's on fire! I need to go save people right now. And then this one's like, okay, well, there's like 6 things going on this turn.
It sure is.
What's
Yeah,
the
it's
best way to
super
limit
overwhelming.
negatives?
Mhm.
Which I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because it taxes the brain. It's a churner.
Except for the first 2 turns, you get explored sands twice in a row, and it's game over.
Yeah.
Split, restart.
Well, if you're playing this ocean, yeah. If you're playing other people, it might not be that bad.
No, it's still bad.
Well, I think that's all I have to really say.
Right. Yeah. Game is good.
Yeah.
Game is good. Game deserves at least some of the praise that it's getting over the internet. I haven't seen much, but Larry says they're cuckoo bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever ask anyone for a cooperative gameplay experience, this is like the first thing
This is
people
it.
recommend, and it's always usually like the top thing.
This game is only for experienced gamers, and
It's a
moreover,
board gamer for board games.
Yeah. Like
It's a board game for board gamers.
the most of experienced gamers,
Yeah. Not a casual.
not a casual.
Not a
player.
casual game night.
If you ask if you think Monopoly is a board game, this board game's not for you.
Tell me how you really feel.
If you're one of those, don't bother, buddy.
Don't bother.
Yeah. Oh, you're playing Sorry? Ugh. How dare you have fun? Ugh.
Man, telling girls that you like board games, and then it's like, oh, I love Sorry. I was like, just never mind.
All right, calm down.
Sorry, it's not a bad game.
Yeah, Sorry's fun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But they don't understand.
If you get Pokemon Sorry, it's even better.
Word.
How do you feel about Trouble?
It's no Sorry. It's still okay.
But
Well,
you
it's
get
nowhere near as good as Sorry.
Yeah.
that little pop
But the
top.
pop-
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's nice. That's fun. We love good GUIs like that.
Yes.
Yeah, the better your
Satisfied
goo,
gooey.
the better. The better I like it.
Anyways, let's fucking go. It is outro. Hey, that's what we think about Spirit Island. Looks like we all like it. We're gonna play it again. It is a fun game.
Yeah.
We've put a lot of work into it, so we will play it again. But moreover,
Yeah, and Mike's controlling this next time.
Yeah, give him
100%. We're switching chairs.
no.
Yeah, buddy.
I won't even know how to function over
You're
there.
right. I'll just put it next to you.
He'll just have to figure it out.
Figure it out. Well, that's it for us. We're the guys beholder. That's Tony.
This might be the last time we're all together, though. So
It
Oh,
might be the
gotta
last
be
time that we're all together. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, one of us will be leaving. I think we'll kind of talk about that more next time.
Yeah, we'll handle it then.
Yeah, because I just found out today, so it's kind of devastating to me. But, that was my stomach.
That's your stomach.
I think that means it's time to goo.
Let's have to go, Larry. Damn it, Tony, Larry, Michael.
This whole thing is really upsetting.
Yeah, it is. I'm shook.
To your stomach, to him, to everyone.
We're the guys beholder. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Is that really what was dragging down? Oh man, I don't know if the shirt's clean or not. Like,
Yeah, I guess I can't wear this shirt any other time.